It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the women's division for years to come. I've seen her potential for greatness already as one of the biggest names on SmackDown. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
It sounds like the CCO thinks one of SmackDown's top stars might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
Thank you. if it isn't SmackDown's soon-to-be #1 pick.
Hi, Bailey. Good to see you too.
I'm kind of fed up with the draft, honestly. It's so subjective.
Isn't that the point?
I think the point is to serve certain people's interests, including those in charge. But for anyone who's a real wrestler with integrity, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're a SmackDown superstar who's going to be drafted to SmackDown. Like I said before, what's the point?
Are you okay, Bailey?
I'm fine. You know what? You're right.
Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said. And it's all over social media, too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft on Monday.
Since SmackDown has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed. But I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on SmackDown. Oh, and speaking of the draft, make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire, and sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing the week before the draft.
It's the woman who's keeping the draft rumor mills spinning.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chesapeake, Virginia, the Superstar!
That's not a superstar walking to the ring. That is a hype train, and everyone should get on board.
Well, let's just see whether she can take care of business here tonight or if that hype train is going to end up derailed.
It's hype against might here on SmackDown.
I know some people are getting tired of the current speculation surrounding this superstar, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And Natalya has to be careful not to get burned here.
This isn't Natalya's first match against an overly hyped superstar, and often by the end of the night, the buzz is dying down and her opponent is lying down.
In any event, it's good to see her looking like herself again after that strange trip she took.
Perched up top.
Knee drop. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move and a breakneck.
Sky high.
Diving foot stomp.
Brutal.
A helter-skelter attitude here, getting to the bottom and going back to the top again and again. Both wrists captured and boom! Good night. What a knee.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this.
At last, Natalya keeping that string of offense in check.
Natty was getting grinded down, but just created a chance to change things.
Flapjack! Face first. And targeting the leg there. And able to beat Natalya to the punch.
There's a combo of strikes. Wow!
Every strike more devastating than the last.
Big boot connects. Crash landing on the outside. Look at this. What a cross body.
Took flight and landed a direct hit.
Came in like a wrecking ball. I've never seen that hit so hard before.
Taking things back into the ring. And now he's going to the top rope.
Her legs are wobbling, but that's the least of her problems. From the top!
You gotta be kidding me!
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body. Making sure her opponent knows exactly who they're in the ring with.
Does she think she's in a pose-off or something? This is a wrestling match. Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
Natalya needs to find an opening fast.
Man, what timing on that counter.
Back and forth, trading reversals.
Rolling elbow. Woo-wee.
She lost some of her stamina at this stage.
This match finally really taking its toll.
Nowhere. Oh, KO! Natalya wasn't ready. Now it could be over.
Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
I do not know how you survived that.
Staying alive there is unheard of.
Was not able to seal the deal with her best move. Now she's asking, what more can I do?
Nowhere.
RKO!
This is all but over.
There's two. And she wins. That is a huge victory.
Here is your winner, the Superstar!
At least for tonight, she absolutely lived up to the hype. Consider all doubts erased.
That's implying that there were doubts to begin with. How could anyone think she isn't worthy of the #1 pick? A win like this is just confirmation. What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
That's right, Byron, and all the rumors are saying this superstar will be staying on SmackDown as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by General Manager Nick Aldis.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. Always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Simple. I'm not afraid of a fight. I pull no punches, and I won't back down. I guess you could say I'm the bold and brash type.
I should have known. What can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I don't have time for internet gossip. All that matters to me is what happens when the bell rings. But if I go #1, that just means there's a bigger target on my back. But I live for that sort of thing. So just bring it.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft. I know...
No problem.
For...
Simple.
I don't...
Well,
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I'm ready, but I'm actually a little disappointed it's just a draft and I don't get to punch someone in the face.
Hey, it's WWE. You never know. I've got to get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, SmackDown is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the number 1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Nick Aldis got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this, Raw.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
We
First
have a
of
good
all,
relationship.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't assume. Perfect. I'll set up a...
Hey, you...
Not...
Listen,
That's what I...
look, if
I appreciate...
that...
Hey,
that,
you got...
I do...
I appreciate...
You're-
Can't...
Here's your punching bag for the evening.
Here she is, SmackDown's number 1 draft pick.
And her opponent from Chesapeake, Virginia, the Virus.
After last week, you've got to think she's looking forward to facing an opponent in the ring rather than someone darting in from the crowd.
And an opponent like Sensational Starla, who, no offense, appears to be here to let SmackDown's top pick make a strong statement.
SmackDown gets a good look at their top pick right now. After the unfortunate events of the draft last week, you'd think our top pick is hoping for a night that's a lot less memorable.
She doesn't really have that luxury, though. She's not just another superstar on the roster. She's had some high expectations placed on her, and her job...
No way!
A slingshot cross body!
Throwing all caution to the wind and leaping to the outside. Heading back to the ring.
And she's making her way to the top rope here. From the top. Diving double axe handle. The cover. She's going for it. And she kicks out at 2.
That was a long 2 count there.
That was vicious.
Oh, a moonsault. And she's just pouring on the offense now.
Starla might be in a pain.
Look out! Cross body.
Whoa! Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
Look out! Crossbody
To the floor. What a display of fearlessness we just witnessed.
that from the apron.
What a moonsault!
Incredible athleticism.
Tossed caution out the window, and it paid off.
Adrenaline is through the roof now.
Countered and taken down with a DDT.
Man, strikes.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal.
This is an all-out assault, and she is totally powerless right now.
Her resiliency is really being tested now. Trying to end this right now. Oh, wait a second.
Feet are on the ropes.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess she's taking matters into her own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Roxanne Perez from NXT?
Why was she doing this?
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with her?
We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna get them right now.
The new era?
I know you like attention.
It's not a...
Who is them? Did you convince some desperate...
Lardon.
I think I've had about enough.
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. Roxanne is a little out there, but I don't think she'd do this on her own. There's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly.
Here's the woman, anxious to upend the unmasked Roxanne Perez.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chesapeake, Virginia, the Virus!
There's an extra degree of intensity in the arena tonight. She heads into the ring not as the top overall draft pick, but as the swift hand of justice.
And I know a lot of folks are watching to see what kind of sentence she can deliver to Roxanne Perez. Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that...
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton.
Perched up top. Knee drop. And now she's making it to the top rope here. Look out.
Grabbing foot stop to the chest. Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Just amazing athleticism being shown here. Big height on that moonsault.
This is more than reckless abandon. This is showing...
Look out.
High risk cross body. Soaring out of the ring, looking to do as much damage as possible. Soaring!
Senton from the apron! Anything Perez is trying is being suppressed.
This is where Roxanne will be tested.
Okay, now she's rubbing salt in the wound.
Fez press, practically never-ending. She got the cover here.
She breaks the count quick.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this.
Ooh.
Then here come the punches. Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Ooh, that'll leave a mark.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow.
Oh, ouch! Slugging away with everything they've got.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Who will break first? That is the question.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Running clothesline.
She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
Oh, mounting him and just punching it away. And a big slap. Spear!
Whoa, just floating through the air.
to the back.
Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine. And Roxanne being aligned into position.
That could be curtains for Roxanne.
Wow, just barely making it out.
I thought for sure this thing was wrapped up.
Well, stay in your seat. Looks like we've got a ways to go yet.
Is there still enough left to try that maneuver again? Or is her confidence shaken?
Some agility gets her out of dodge.
Knee right to the face. Roxanne just can't seem to stop this offense.
Roxanne's having trouble assessing the situation.
That's how you take an opponent down. She might need to regroup.
Perez showing a veteran-like mindset to pull that off.
She reverses and creates an opportunity. Here's the cover. Is it enough? Oh.
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes.
Wow, I thought this was over.
All measured up. Drop kick to the back.
Never saw it coming. Roxanne Perez is just feeding off the electricity inside the arena now. Man, just a multitude of strikes. Wow. Spear.
And her torso really looks to be the big target here. Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
Adios. Putting this one to bed.
Makes the cover. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Roxanne Perez and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Nikita Lyons from behind. What is happening?
And now Roxanne Perez is recovered and is joining NXT's Nikita Lyons. Clearly Perez wasn't acting alone in all this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Nick Aldis is trying to intervene.
Trick Williams with a chair.
And Aldis goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO are part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Adam Pearce, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front, but we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said. About Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who can step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from a rival promotion.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date. So yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me. Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Ah, my ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that. But I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
We are gonna kick some Mutiny ass!
Haven't changed a bit. So this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need the space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy. But for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay, we go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's do it. You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down? We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simpkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not going to leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah, we're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we could use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny, you one-upped us. Well played, moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and he had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simpkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
That's enough. So NXT Mutiny, if you want Troy back, show up to SmackDown and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up!
For most of us, this will be our first look at the newest member of the WWE roster.
I've heard this guy.
For most of us, this will be our first look at the newest member of the WWE roster.
I've heard this guy is a relentless fighter, but I have to admit, I'm a little uneasy about these sorts of tactics. Hostages? Is this how you want to introduce yourself to WWE?
Well, sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, Saxton. Besides, Mutiny and former WWE producer Troy Simpkin have brought this on themselves.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Terminating knee smash. Had the foresight to get out of that one.
Oh, kick right in the back.
Got out of the way, but can he capitalize?
Oh, look at this arm wrench.
Leg lariat with the arm wrench. Very nice.
From the top.
home. It's okay, they weren't that pretty anyway. Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
Nasty right hand. Enziguri to the floor.
Carlito being neutral.
No. Slingshot crossbody? That was ridiculous. Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation.
Running knee lift.
Carlito is losing grasp of this match now.
Carlito has got to get his wits about him. Crossbody.
He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here.
Perched up top.
And the manager is searching under the ring. She could only be looking for something nefarious down there.
Blast off. Diving foot stop to the chest. Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice. Was mounted with punches. And a stop to the gut, too.
And it's really hard to watch him just be pummeled like this.
It seems like he has no way to escape here.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Slugging it out, toe-to-toe now.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Two Titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Good grief.
Ow, bam. Ooh, listen to the impact.
Perched on the shoulders. Feast your eyes. Carlito won't come back from that.
He counters with a great reversal.
Punch right in the head. Would you look at this? She is removing the turnbuckle pad now. Big punch. Ouch. He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Carlito's shoulders are down. Is that enough? An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, the Virus!
Our former #1 draft pick can add talent scout to her resume because it looks like she just brought in a ringer after his explosive debut.
Talent scout and Warden, Cole. They've kept Troy in their custody, and it looks like Mutiny's going to have to come up with a